Hello there, it's Darren here, Crampton, Northumberland. I'm in the shed, checking out my grapes. Not looking the best. I see this every year that I need to tie them back. You can see I've just been using the normal string that you get. They fell down a few times. Problem with the string, over time it just rots and falls down, so there's been a few times this year that the grapes have just been lying on the ground. Yes, I've got this massive long one right here, which, you know, I should be tying it up, so it should be going all the way up there. That's my whole ethos of what I'm going to be doing, but I haven't done it. Last year, I'm a bit late getting the grapes. Last year I got loads of grapes. This year I've got even more grapes. I don't trim them. I haven't, you know, when you see people pruning them, you know, prune it to one and blah blah blah. I haven't done none of that, you know what I mean? I just let them go how they want to go, you know what I mean? And I do get quite a few grapes, so whether when I do trim them or I do look after them, because I've neglected them, that I might get probably better grapes, bigger grapes. I have seen them, like say at the bottom here, they're snipping the bottom, so you don't get as many long ones, but you get quite a big bunch. They're not the biggest grapes that I've got, but I have tried them, and they're all sweet, so they're all ready. A lot of them are starting to go over, as you can see, so I do think I need to crop them. Like I said, last year I cropped them and I made wine. It was my first wine. It was okay, it wasn't the best, but I've learned from then to make it stronger. So yeah, I'll probably be making some more wine this year for fruit wise. Whether it's just the way the season's been, I've actually had a fantastic year for fruit wise, so yeah. So this one is and was meant to be a seedless green grape. I can't remember what type it is. I do get asked a few times, you know, what type of grape is it? I don't know. I bought it 2017, I think I did. I put in another pot. I think I bought for £1. Put in a pot, let it grow for a year, put it in the ground 2018. You know, a lot of them say, like, you know, you need to put it outside, but as you can see, it's in the corner there. So I've dug outside, out here, around here, when I was prepping this bed here, the wood chip bed, and there's roots, and basically it was the grape. So the grape roots has gone from there, and they were all over here. So yeah, fantastic. You know, they do say with the grape, it likes its roots outside, like the cold, but at the same time it likes the heat. So best of both worlds, but I just shoved it in the corner and it hasn't done that bad. So I do need to get the metal wire. So anybody that's watching this, where do you get, what wire do you use? Have you got grapes? How you tie them up? How you trim them, etc. So like I say, these are meant to be seedless, but they're not. This one here, this was planted the year after, so as you can tell it's a bit smaller. So put them in the ground has made a hell of a difference. And this one is meant to be a red grape, or black grape I should say. And once again, well, I'm saying, I thought there must be, because it's that colour, but it isn't. They've just gone over anyway, so well, I don't think it is. I think it's they're just rotten, or they're just starting to go over, because then you would have the whole bunch that was that colour. So basically this isn't a black grape either. This is one of these problems you see you do. You know, it's a bit like I have seen a few people this year that I know buying seeds, and the seeds that they bought didn't come true. Same as fruit plants. Sometimes what you think might be a red currant, a black berry, a green berry seedless isn't what it is. So this definitely isn't a black grape. That's the reason why I did buy it, because of that reason, because I wanted a green grape to go all the way down the polytunnel, which is 25 foot, and obviously the black grape to do it opposite side. But as I was saying, the grapes are not seedless, so I did put them in little pots, little coffee cups, and then obviously this year, even though this is covered in weeds, there you go, if I can get that off there. So this is one of the seedless grape plants. because it was last year I was having to like tidy up, I think, and I happened to see things and I thought, well, that looks like the same sort of leaf as the grape, which it was. So I think I've got 10 plants there. So obviously they're easy to propagate, grapes. So yeah, like I said, it went 2018. It wasn't until 2020 that I got a good crop of grapes. So good 3 years for the mature the plant. Says this is a year behind, so I'm getting, there's a few grapes on there. Probably not as good as what these were at the same stage, but yeah, so I need to like proper trim them down, tidy them up and get them put along here properly. So anybody that's watching, how do you deal with grapes? You know, I like to think that I could cut them right back, but I'm sure the grapes grow off the old stems off there, but there again they don't. I don't know what to do, because well, these have mainly come off the new growth that's come off there. So like I say, I do these videos and I'm not an expert, and I learn myself, and I have watched a few things, you know, like on garden as well, when because I'm sure he's got a grapevine in his greenhouse and he shows you what to do at the start there, but I don't. I just, like I said, I just let it go rampant. So yeah, I definitely need to sort this out. Has to be. You know, can you sort it out now? That's what I mean. Can I start trimming it now? You know, will it affect the plant, or should I leave it till like the start of the season? But yeah, definitely needs sorting. Like I say, is this one here. I mean, it's like it needs to go. But yeah, them being in the corner there. I says it doesn't really affect the plant. It's quite a big thick stem there, so yeah, it's getting matured. But yeah, when they say that you need to put them outside, you don't. As long as you put them in the corner of your, say, greenhouse or your polytunnel, etc. Because when I first come here, where my greenhouse is, this is the original flagstones that was down. So then flagstones go all the way back where my plastic shed is, where the chickens are. So it went all the way back, and there must have been a greenhouse here. So it must have been, God, this is 8 foot. So it must, I'm sure someone says about, it was 20 foot, 24 foot. That's how big it was. And I happened to see a stem which was on the edge of it. So that's what I'm saying, it was in the polytunnel, on the edge. Obviously the roots went outside. So, you know what it is, I always say it's a bit like, there's another one, another grape. It's a bit like, you know, the analogy of you're in your bed, you like that bit heat, you've got your quilt on, but at the same time you stick your feet outside because you like that bit cold. So that's my analogy of the grape. It's inside here. It's in the quilt, but at the same time it's putting its feet outside to get that bit coolness, best of both worlds. So yeah, when I see people asking that same question all the time, I've got a grapevine, how do I put it in? And you know, we've all got our own ways of doing it, but at the time when I put this here, I thought to myself, I haven't got time to like start digging holes and trying to get that through a hole to damage the plastic. No, I just thought I'd shove it in there. So yeah, if I thought it was going to affect the grape, obviously I would have done that. But me, like I says, my whole intention is that the grapevine goes all the way along here, 25 foot. But at the same time, I'm thinking about once I get all this tidied, to put them in these corners as well, like some of the new grapes that I've grown, so they can go along, so they can meet in the middle, because it's going to take a good few years to get the grapes from over here, 25 foot. I don't know how fast grapes grow, even though they do seem to grow quite a bit. But anyway, it's bye from me. Thanks for watching. Any tips, advice, I do love it. See you later. Bye. I'm in the shed.